You're right. Love is in the air. Happy Valentine's Day, Randall Harrison.
And to you too, Aiden James.
Thank you very much. Wow. Yeah, you're getting me right in the mood.
Well, good, because we're going to need to be for today's segment.
Holy guac. I mean, let's just jump right into it. This is Who Asked. We've been doing this thing for years now, it feels like.
Years, really.
Become a routine of our days. But anyway, we're a comedy podcast, and today we're going to fall in love.
That's true.
Today we're going to fall in love. It might not be funny, but I hope it is. This was a suggestion sent to us in a You Asked to our email, pod.whoasked@gmail.com, from our sweet, sweet Ben. He told us to do the 36 questions to fall in love. I thought it was a great idea.
Me too.
But it's going to take up
it's a very long You Asked segment, so we're just going to make it the whole show. So let's do it.
We're going to make it the whole show. We're still going to do newsreel. We're still going to do trivia.
Yep.
If we have time, we'll do a few questions for You Asked, but hopefully get to watch us fall in love tenderly, gracefully, sweetly.
Blissfully.
If you forget, I'm Aiden. That is
Randall Brown. We're gaming.
So let's just do it. Randall is going to ask me the odd questions, and I'm going to ask Randall the evens, because, again, I think if we both did all of them, it would be the longest podcast, and we've been pretty good on time. So.
That's true.
I'm ready.
Okay.
You look handsome.
You too.
Thanks.
Number one, given the choice of anyone in the world, whom would you want as a dinner guest?
Frankly, I think this question stinks.
Well, it's a good, icebreaker for the opener, but I don't mind it.
I'll say that guy's dead wife from Reddit.
That's it? You're going to go with that one? All right.
No, I was thinking about it. I was thinking of two, one dead, one alive. My dead would be Galileo Galilei. I have a place in my heart for him. I've done projects on him.
He's made a lot.
I think he did a lot. He did astronomy when astronomy was real and not that dumb shit.
Yeah, that's
You know
true.
what I'm talking about. What are you, a Capricorn?
Cancer. Yeah.
Well, yeah. All right.
I appreciate you not making the joke that everybody does instantly. So
I didn't make the joke.
On a first date, that would have been a little, faux pas. But anyway.
And my alive is Mick Jagger.
Wow.
I'd love to hear the stories. I'd love to hear the stories.
Yeah. I mean, he's got a lot.
And I think it would be one of the greatest dinners ever. And I just thought about that off the top of my head.
That's pretty good. That man cycles his blood, so surely he's got something going on.
All right. Well, speaking of Mick Jagger, here's your first question. Would you like to be famous? And if so, in what way?
Yeah, definitely. I like attention too much to not want to be famous,
We're doing this, right?
Exactly, yeah. Like, I wouldn't be here if I didn't want to be famous, I guess, or would not like to be. In what way, though? That's a good question. Probably in a way where I'm not an expert on things, but people like that, and that's why they ask me things, kind of thing. Or, like, that's why it's like a, like a normal conversation about something. Like, I wonder what that random guy from Jersey thinks. That I would like that,
Yeah, fair enough. You would be a good random guy from Jersey.
Sure would. All right, you ready for the next?
I'm ready.
Before making a telephone call, do you ever rehearse what you were going to say? If so, why?
I'll say generally no, but I don't like making phone calls. So if it's a phone call that I don't want to make, I'll make my girlfriend do it. So that I don't have to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Oh, I don't want to, like, can you call, please?
I don't think that's the same thing as the question. But
no, it's not. But I'm like, that's like my rehearsal is just kind of not doing it and pawning it off to someone else. I don't know. I've probably made some rehearsals in my life, but I think generally no. I don't think my phone call is generally like a big anxiety of mine. It's more if I don't want to do it, I'll just make someone else do it.
I see. All right, that's pretty good.
I forget that I have to go back to this fucking page. What would constitute a perfect day for you?
A perfect day.
Happy Randall Day.
I was thinking about this one, and I think this is one of the hardest ones. I'm not really sure what would be a perfect day. I think maybe there would be, family, friends, and then a giant meal at the end of the day for everybody to come and hang out and argue with each other. That would be ideal. As long as that happens, maybe during the day a little bit of music is played, and then that's pretty much it. I don't need much. I'd like to go swimming at one point, but that's about it. Something with water. That'd be good. But
okay.
That's all I got.
Wow, you're simple.
Yeah, simple man, just
like-
trying to make his way.
Okay. Yeah, you are simple Jersey man that answers questions.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Well,
Oh, it's my turn.
it's your turn.
I also keep forgetting that we have to look.
I know.
Oh, okay. Well, this one's kind of unfair to ask you, I think, but
Yeah, it sure is.
When did you last sing to yourself and also to someone else?
Yeah, I mean, seconds before we started recording this podcast, I left. I said goodbye to my girlfriend, and I sang her a little love song that I made up in my head to the tune of, I think, "Do You Want to Build a Snowman?" from Frozen.
Okay, sure.
I just pick a song and then put new lyrics on it.
Yeah, no,
and
I
just
get
sing.
it. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. But we are falling in love, not her.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
That will be the last you hear of that broad.
Yeah, I don't, okay.
She's so lovely. She's so lovely. She's so lovely. I love her so much.
I better not get text from her. That's all I'm saying. After this.
No. If you were able to live to the age of 90 and retain either the mind or body of a 30-year-old for the last 60 years of your life, which would you want? Whoa, that is a mouthful.
Yeah. I
Let me
know
say
what
it
you mean
again.
now. Go ahead, yeah.
I think I need it again. If you were able to live to the age of 90 and retain either the mind or body of a 30-year-old for the last 6 years of your life, which would you want? Okay.
Well, I think this one is kind of easy. I feel like everybody that gets old, the first thing they start complaining about is their body failing them. Like they're just like, oh, my back hurts. Oh, my this hurts. Man, I wish I was young again. Whatever it is. So I'm gonna go with that because also if my mind's going, it won't matter anyway. So
you won't care. Only all your loved ones will care.
yeah, exactly. So we'll go with the body.
Oh no, Grandpa forgot my name again. Okay.
Yeah, but he's fit as hell. So
But he looks great.
he looks awesome.
He's running miles.
Oh God. All right. Well, speaking of, do you have a secret hunch about how you will die?
I have more than a secret hunch.
Okay.
I am certain my prostate will explode. I am positive.
Is this like a
about it.
next 5 years thing, or are we talking
No.
end of life kind of thing?
End of life. And I don't know when the end of life is going to
Sure.
be.
Wow, I guess that's more than a hunch. You're right. I was thinking what could be, but
More
you
than a
seem
hunch.
very confident about it. So,
But yeah,
that's fair.
I mean, but if I'm being serious, I will get elective euthanasia when it becomes legal in the United States.
when? That's
so
a big when,
no
you
matter, that's my hunch. I will kill myself with euthanasia.
governor-assisted suicide.
Exactly.
Or government-assisted.
Governor. Yeah, Governor John Fetterman.
Chris Christie's coming. He's that's it.
No,
He's
please.
coming.
I can see his taint from
Yep,
here.
Forceful euthanasia by Christie.
Oh, God.
That's the future
No.
liberals want. Okay, what do we got next?
Name 3 things you and your partner appear to have in common.
I would say you and I have in common. Appear to have in common, or like do have in common. That's like, is this a physical thing?
I guess
That's pretty surface
do
level.
appear like maybe this is like we know each other so
Yeah.
well already, so you know.
So I'll dip in a little bit of both. I think both of us have that kind of outwards personality when we want, but second thing would be when we don't want, it's equally as in your face sometimes. But
Yeah.
I think that's why we play off of each other well. And lastly, I think we're both handsome. How about that? Can we go with that one?
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, we can go with that one. Okay, please. It's you have to ask me a question now.
This is so hard.
I know. It's really a lot of back and forth.
For what in your life do you feel most grateful?
I am very grateful, and this isn't, take this however you will, but I'm very grateful that I'm not like a fucking idiot. Like, just so many people are just dumb. Lack social awareness, common sense, ability to be a normal human being in most aspects of your life. And everyone listening to this, don't say a fucking word to me ever. And I'm standing by this. I'm blessed. I really believe like just not being an idiot has gotten me farther than I should have gotten in my life.
I don't know, man. Those people seem way happier. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, that's
Ignorance
so
is
true.
bliss.
That
That's
is
how it
so
goes.
true. Sorry, I literally keep crying. Number 10. We're doing pretty good here.
Wow, okay.
If you could change anything about the way you were raised, what would it be?
That's a good question.
More meatballs.
No, plenty. Trust me, there were plenty.
There can never be enough.
I would say I wish that I wasn't. I don't mean this in the way that it's going to sound, but sheltered from some of the things that were out there. Like, I remember being on the school bus and then, like, kids going like, oh, did you hear what the 6th grader said? He said a bad word. And me going, oh, that's crazy. What word? And then they'd be like, oh, bastard. And I'd be like, what is that? You know? And then I don't know. I was like, I would always come back. I felt like I was in a different world from what was going on back home sometimes, because anything outside world was just not really, on my radar when I was that young. So I think I would probably change that, be a little bit more aware of everything.
And then you went to Syracuse and your world changed.
Yeah, that's true. Well, okay, but all right. Yeah, we're not going into that.
Oh, that's good. I like that.
Now, I ask a question. I do remember. That's
correct. Very good.
Let's see. Take 4 minutes and tell your partner your life story in as much detail as possible.
Okay.
For the world.
So this one I wrote down because 4 minutes would be so annoying. So I won't take 4 minutes. But I was raised in Central New York. I went to college in Central New York. Shout out Syracuse 44. Go Orange. Middle-class family. I never had any of their credit cards, even for emergencies. If that doesn't tell you enough about who I am, then I don't know what else you need to know, any of that.
Damn.
I worked at American Eagle and some other jobs. Now I'm 30, and I'm talking about it on a podcast. And that's what I wrote down for my 4-minute life story.
That's pretty good. That was almost 4 minutes. Anything else you want to add, or you think you got a nice bow on it?
I think I covered it. American Eagle, no credit cards, and podcasts.
And now here we are.
Basically, and now here we are. That sums up my
like
life.
20
I think
years,
pretty
yeah.
good. Yeah, I was really cute until I was 6, and then I was hideously ugly from 7 till now.
Right, definitely. Hideously ugly. Yeah, that's the phrase we'll use.
Yeah. I'm fishing. Please.
Just for the record, Aiden's mother, if you're ever listening to this, Tina, we all know he's wrong. So I'm with you, Tina. Don't worry. Okay.
If you could wake up tomorrow having gained any one quality or ability, what would it be?
Easy. The ability to shut the hell up. That would be a big one that I wish that I could just flip on and off sometimes, that's
really?
Yeah, there's just some times where it's just like and it's not like it's a bad thing, because I crave the confrontation, I crave the elephant in the room, and I love talking about
you sure
it.
Do.
But sometimes I regret it after the fact, even if it's hilarious at the time. I mean, so there's certain situations where it's probably not the best to have. So that's my ability.
I respect that, because I hate confrontation, and I will leave elephants in the room, in the closet for years.
I'll be doing circus tricks with the elephant at that point. So what?
If I said I'm not in the closet, would that mean I'm gay?
I think it's better to leave it to mystery. Let the audience decide for themselves.
Cool. Yeah. They've decided
we're falling in love here. I don't know if you remembered that part, but if a crystal ball could tell you the truth about yourself, your life, the future, or anything else, what would you want to know? What would you ask it?
Yeah, I'd really like to know if I ever get a nose job, if I ever follow up with that. You can see it more. It's not mirrored, right? But it's mirrored on the camera. So if you're watching the YouTube, you can see this fucking thing. It's pointing that way.
In your
but
face.
For me, it looks right. But when I edit it, it will look bad. It's so horrific. Is it an 80-degree angle?
Is there a reason for that? Like, did you get hit a bunch?
No.
Shout out Tina again. I mean,
deviated. Yeah, my dad beat my ass. No, he has a deviated septum. I have a deviated one, and my bone and cartilage just said, we're not doing this thing.
I think I do
We're not
too.
doing it straight.
The more I look at these videos, the more I think I have one as well. You can kind of.
Well,
see,
you got some shadows on it right now.
Yeah.
Who
knows?
There was a TikTok filter. I mean, there still is a TikTok filter that you just put up and you hit it and it reverses your face.
Oh
boy. I did that
just to see if you're an asymmetrical kind of guy.
Oh my God, am I asymmetrical? I sent it to my brother.
Yeah.
I've never seen him laugh that hard in his life. It was awful.
Oh God, that's funny.
Is there something that you've dreamed of doing for a long time? Why haven't you done it? Wow, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
That's quite the question.
Yeah, I think, I always say that I have like a couple plan A's, B's, and C's in case everything goes wrong kind of thing. So I guess it's definitely something I daydream about. So I'll do it that way. Like if I got to drop everything and, you know, everything goes away and the podcast doesn't make $1 billion, then I'll go down to New Orleans, join a street band, sit on the corner, and just play my saxophone until I die, and I will be happy there.
Sure.
But if I gotta leave the country because of some other legal issues, maybe, who knows? Maybe I'll kill somebody. I mean, there's a lot that can happen. You know, it's just, I'm just saying, everybody's gonna have these plan C's. You never know what might happen.
You're killing a person of plan
I'm not
B
on purpose. I mean, my God, what do you take me for? Anyway,
I don't know.
So that plan would be I would go and dream. I've always dreamed that I would just go to Italy and then just work at a bakery or something and then just live there as a different guy. Giuseppe something, you know? Like whatever
you've dreamed a dream when time gone by.
Exactly. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
So there you go. That's something I've literally dreamed of. Well, now it sounds weird when I say it like that.
Yeah,
but
right.
I have thought of that since I was like 9 or 10. I'd be like, I could just go to Italy and just start a new life. So there you go.
All right.
So that's that. Now everybody knows where to find me, though. So what is the greatest accomplishment of your life? Don't be humble.
Definitely not starting this podcast.
Not yet. Not yet.
No. I've had a lot of moments in life where I was like one step to the top of the stair to greatness. And I fell at the top of the stair and I never made it. Speaking of my dad, he's a wonderful man. Before I say this, I want to preface that. Like even when I was like younger, he said to me, I think this was right after I was like an alternate for my whole dream. How are you? You're always the bridesmaid and never the bride. And I was like 18 and I was like, Dad, what
Just
the
wait a
fuck,
second.
dude? And it was kind of that way for a long time. So I'll say that I loosely helped create a viral YouTube series. Shout out Watch Cut, the one word series. I was a part of that content team that came up with it, and they're doing a lot of cool stuff now. They were the ones that did the Truth or Drink series that got very popular. Great people to work with. That was probably the coolest. It's got like a milli plus views on the video I did. So
that's pretty good.
Yeah, that was pretty sick.
That is pretty sick. Nice.
3 more, I think, before we take a break. And this is a good one. What do you value most in a friendship?
I think, strangely, the thing I value most in a friendship is the family aspect of it. Like,
yeah.
Like I want to be able to argue with you and know that we still have each other's backs the next day kind of thing. And like, I want there to be only truth between us so that, like, you know, it's everybody's comfortable kind of thing. And that's it. Just yell at each other and have fun. And then, you know, basically be family. Okay. What do we got next? Ooh, what roles do love and affection play in your life, Mr. Russo?
What roles do love and... I think you are not right.
Am I not right about that question? All right.
I don't...
Is that not it? No. Wait, what
17.
Mr. Russo, number 17. Quick cut. What is your most treasured memory?
Oh, God. My memory is fading. There's my nephews being born. There's falling in love. There's things like that.
Yeah.
But there's only one memory in which the Eagles won the Super Bowl that we were together for. There is literally one memory. And I will never forget drinking double-digit Rolling Rock beers, sitting on a stool in your basement with your family.
Yeah.
Standing up to pee and being like, oh my God, we're going to win the Super Bowl. And then they won the Super Bowl.
It actually happened.
And it was just such a special moment. I always like, you know, we do the trivia because I love sports. And I often say like, sports have made me mostly miserable my whole life, except 2003 when Syracuse won the national championship and 2017 when the Eagles won the championship. Sure, the Yankees won a couple years when I was younger, and that was fun, but like they won a lot. That year was so special.
Absolutely. I mean, and not just because it's like, oh, your team won, but like everything with Nick Foles and bringing down Tom Brady.
Literally like big dick
like,
Nick.
You know, we were talking about our favorite sports movies a couple episodes ago. It's felt like a sports movie, and that would be my favorite if that was one.
Yeah,
but it will be one day, I'm sure, because, God, that's good. That's a good answer.
Yeah.
All right, what do you got for me?
So before we take a break, what is your most terrible memory?
Oh, so you get the nice memory. I'm going to talk about the worst day of my life.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's see. What's podcast friendly for the worst day of my life? Let's see. Well, family deaths. They're kind of a bummer, I would say.
Sure are.
The first big one in my life was my grandfather. That was very rough, and I remember like that kind of being the start of coming to terms. Like, oh, we're all going, baby. Like
people die.
Clock's ticking, and that's it, and it could just be over in a day. So. That was a big day, I think. So we'll go with that. Pretty bad memory.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Are you happy
Fair
with yourself?
enough.
Are you happy with asking me that question?
I didn't write the question.
Are we in love yet? Like, what's going on here?
I think so. Yeah, I'm learning a lot about you. Okay, so that was 18. There are 18 more. We're going to take a break to get back to our regularly scheduled programming and do some newsreel. And make sure you listen to the second half of the episode to hear how we finish off falling in love. For those that are stupid, me, because I just had a look, we're still at 2-3 on newsreel. 2
I'm
to
still
3.
winning.
I have 2.
2 to 3 good
Randall has
guys.
3. We were both wrong last week. We are ass.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's kick it off, and I think I'm going to take the lead.
You
on
go
this
first.
one. Are you ready?
I think so.
Let me clear my throat. Man and woman find their own connection after helping elderly man find a missed connection. Alex Meadows and Macy Fields recently got married, and their story is unusual. Meadows was helping a local Bill Gates impersonator, Francis, connect with a long-lost love from high school, and he hired an escort to help him practice communicating with a woman after his late wife died nearly a decade ago. Fields showed up, and while she was on duty to charm elderly Francis, she caught the eye of Meadows. The two met eyes multiple times during the session and ended up meeting multiple times over coffee and drinks. Just last week, the couple got married, and while Francis never found his love, Meadows and Fields did.
So here's what I'm going to say. I'm going to say this first. That's fake.
Fuck!
And I'm going to tell you why. I stopped listening after the first 5 words when you said Mr. Fields and Mrs. Meadows joined together. And that, I believe in fate. But Fields and Meadows, there's no shot that this was also, that they would also have those last names. No shot.
I didn't even think about that
you should
at
have.
all.
You should have. That's I didn't listen to anything else.
Do you want to, can I tell you something?
Sure.
That's a Nathan for you, episode.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't know what that is. So
That's you don't know Nathan for you? I was kind of hoping you wouldn't.
Yeah.
That's really good for me because now I can use a lot of the content from it.
Oh,
Yeah, there's they do a whole documentary. If you haven't watched it, you would love it. But yeah, he helps a Bill Gates impersonator.
Wow.
He falls in love with a stripper or whatever.
I see.
It's very funny.
That is funny.
I was tired last night and I wrote Alex Meadows and Macy Fields. I
So
didn't think
funny.
about it at all.
Yep, you got to expand past, pasture type last names.
I guess
I don't know.
I guess I love Iowa.
I mean, who doesn't? Okay.
Yeah.
You ready? Ready for yours? Come on.
Shit. Yeah.
Incredible. Italian Air Force performs historic Philadelphia flyover. Streams of red, green, and white filled the sky as jets roared over Philadelphia in a spectacular start to the week. For the first time in 30 years, the Italian Air Force Frecce Tricolori is touring North America with a stop in the city of brotherly love. The 10-jet formation flew over the city for 30 minutes Monday morning with trails of their signature colorful smoke.
God, that's so on the nose, but it's so Philly. Jeez. That's real.
That is real. You got it.
Yes.
Yep.
I was
It's literally
pardon me.
so crazily on the nose that
It's so on the nose.
my
but
brother
it
actually
is-
sent me that. Jake sent me that, and he was like, "You got to do this for newsreel." So it was. He was right.
Shout out. Yeah. Part of me was like, did I see that in an episode of Sunny, or
Yeah.
did I
no, they
dream
did it.
that?
They did do it. So there you go. You got one.
We're fucking back.
Neck and neck.
3-4, and right back into falling in love with Aiden and Randall.
Little jazz.
Maybe I'll find Jazz.
Yeah. Maybe.
So that means it's 19, which means you ask me a question.
That
I
is
believe.
true. Let's see. If you knew that in 1 year you would die suddenly, would you change anything about the way you are now living and why?
100%. I would rack up so much credit card debt that I would ruin I don't know who takes over debt when you die.
I
when
was
you're
just
like,
gonna
when,
say it's,
I don't
it doesn't go away. I mean,
I don't know whose life I would ruin, but I would ruin my parents' lives. Like, I don't have a dependent.
yeah.
So
But if you
is it them?
if you wanted to, like, let's say, get married in the last year, then it just goes to the spouse, and then they just have to you die after just immediately giving them all this credit card debt. I mean, what a gift.
We would get philosophically married.
Yeah.
I would spend 3 months in Tuscany with Stanley Tucci. I would get a villa at Tomorrowland.
Sure.
I would bask in the Ibiza sun. I would do whatever I wanted. And I would rack up so much credit card debt that the government would have to put me down, and that's why I would die.
Hey, you know, that's probably better than whatever what did it say? Oh, just that you would die suddenly. It doesn't say like illness or anything, so it could just be gunshot for all we know.
Well, yeah, it sure could. I feel like this is a similar question to one you already had, as in, what do you value most in a friendship? But this one is, what does friendship mean to you? I think that's the same question.
I mean, pretty much just in shorter terms, that is what it means. The hopefulness that we get to be on the same length as family. That's what friendship means to me. Simple as that.
Whatever. What about, okay, then very quickly off the cuff.
Sure.
What would you do different if you were going to die in a year?
I would not work and just become a grifter, or maybe not the word I may be looking for, but
not again.
I think I would just try and live life on the road. I think that would be a lot of fun. Just like going place to place and just hoping that, you know, you got enough money to make it for the whole year, and then just see everybody I can see, and then maybe call it quits somewhere in Louisiana, just like last time.
Yeah.
we're back again.
You're bound for a NOLA street corner.
I mean, I'm talking like you sack on a stick on the back of a train type, you know? So if you gotta...
sure.
Nomad. Modern day nomad, if you will. All right.
This is the one.
Yeah. What roles do love and affection play in your life?
I've done a lot of mostly sarcastic answers. In this one, for real, love and affection's very important to me. I'm very affectionate. My love language is physical touch, as I'm sure you know.
Mm-hmm.
That
doesn't mean your hands.
I desecrated your body in college.
That's the word you're gonna go with?
Over the pants, over the clothes. Easy does it. I would be nothing without my friends, family, and my betrothed. So yeah, love and affection are good. And here's the one piece of advice I could give anyone in my whole life is be nice to people and tell your friends you love them. We tell each other we love each other all the time.
That is true. I mean, I don't think we'd be doing this. I mean, granted, we did already love each other before this, but now we've never really fallen in love, so I think that's what this kind of thing is. So
we're 21, so we're almost 2/3 of the way to falling in love.
Do you feel any different?
Yeah, I'm semi-masked.
I don't feel different.
That's fucked. Oh, this one's new. Alternate sharing something you consider a positive characteristic of your partner. Share a total of 5 items.
5 items.
Let's do 3.
Okay, let's do 3. I kind of did this earlier too when we were talking about things that we share as far as positive characteristics. But I'll go with 1. We know how to make anyone feel welcome.
Yeah.
Is it? Wait, hold on. Am I just saying just you? Yeah. Okay, that was a little. What's the word I'm looking for? But. No, you know how to make anyone feel welcome. I would definitely say that. Anybody new walks into the room, you're usually one of the best people to talk to. So.
Well, yeah. Depends on how many beers I've had.
Yeah.
I feel like I have some answers to this later, but I'll say, what are we doing? Everyone loves you the most for a reason. You're just warm. You radiate warmth.
Thank you. I feel pretty warm.
Cool. Yeah, me too. Dude, when we have these ACs off, it gets so hot.
But you don't want the mic to pick it up. So anyway.
I know. This is for the fucking audience.
Yes, exactly. We do it for them.
I'm sweating in a velour jacket right now.
Okay, my second one for you. You take more risks that I don't think I ever would. You're more brave in that aspect than I think I would be.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, just as far as like where you've been and like you like moving to the city, just no car, nothing like that. I don't think I could do that. So I admire that.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, that's cool, man. You are very much glue that connects multiple people from around the world.
Wow.
Mostly around the eastern seaboard, but
I got some family.
the world too. Whether it's online, whether it's in person, you'll come, spend some time with whoever, and that time is very precious to all of us. I know that very much.
Thank you. That's very nice of you.
You're welcome.
All right.
All right, before we get too sappy, let's move on. To the next one. You don't have to tell me anything.
Fine.
You don't have to tell me anything nice about me.
Yeah, even though I want to. Maybe that's the next question, though. So what are we on? How close and warm is your family? Do you feel your childhood was happier than most other people's?
I mean, I think we both have good nice good families. My uncles didn't do anything weird to me, so all good over here.
That's pretty good.
I would say I had a pretty good childhood.
That's the bar.
Yeah,
well, neither did mine, so I guess we're good.
Yeah, sweet, good for us. We're in. I had a really great pool until 6th grade. That was fucking sick.
Nice.
My brother only tried to kill me once, incidentally, I suppose. And I was a baseball all-star when I was young. 1 year, only 1 year.
I see. Gotcha.
So, yeah, I think I did pretty well.
Yeah, I'd say that's a good answer. That was the vibe I got when I first met your family. So I guess that makes sense.
Speaking of uncles, how do you feel about your relationship with your mother?
Well, I think this is something that I don't know, growing up, this like matriarchal family-ish thing that Italians got going on. Like, yeah, the guys are big and whatever, but like the moms and like the grandmothers, they are always just like, they seem like the be-all end-all type thing. And I think I picked up on that early on, which was a good move on my part. And then since then, I've just been ever so close with my mom. I mean, I just bought her a Lego set today, the Jaws set. She loves Jaws, great movie. So, I mean, you gotta do stuff for your mom. You gotta call your mom, and they're not gonna be there forever. So,
call your mothers.
Exactly. Yep. Well, we're on the last set here, the last set of questions. So, oh boy, this is another one that is both of us, apparently. I didn't look at this. Make 3 true we statements each. For instance, we are both in this room feeling X, Y, Z.
Dude, who would ever do this and be like, we are both in this room feeling a lot. Like, the
feeling
therapy
warm.
speak.
We're
warm.
Warm.
Feeling hot. It's got to stop.
We are warm.
Enough of the
we
fake
are
therapy speak.
Yeah,
It's
here, ready?
Cringe.
We are warm. We are not buying these questions, and we are ready to move on to the next one. How about that?
Okay, well, I have, we are 2 strapping Italian stallions and the tension is palpable.
I didn't know you wrote some. Say that one again.
This one I wrote stuff for. We are 2 strapping Italian stallions and the tension is palpable.
Yeah, that's for sure.
We have kissed more than once already.
Go on. Yeah. I was just doing math.
And we have to go back, Marty.
Wow. Why would you go with a Back to the Future reference for the last one? Why? Oh, no, you asked me one. Sure, just move
idiot.
on.
Complete this sentence. I wish I had someone with whom I could share.
Ooh, that's a good question. My apathy with.
Okay, cool. All right.
Someone that I could just be like, you care about that? No, me either. All right, okay. Yeah. Everybody cares about everything these days, it's
I
awful.
agree.
All right, let's see. Next. If you were going to become a close friend with me, please share what would be important for me to know. If you haven't graduated yet. So.
That's the problem. I'm an open book. You know everything about me, so this one's tough.
Yep.
But I'll say, if you aren't best friends with your partner, then you're not doing it right.
It ain't gonna work. Mm-hmm.
It ain't gonna work. You gotta be best friends. I'm best friends with you. I'm best friends with my partner. Be best friends with your partner, Poppy. Or,
Yep.
I don't know. I won't say move on. I don't want to ruin any relationships here, but.
All right.
Oh God, I see what you're saying now.
What?
Here's this one.
Yeah,
tell your partner what you like about them. Be very honest this time, saying things that you might not say to someone you've just met.
Well, I was lying all those other times, and this time it told me to be honest.
Shit.
So, be honest this time. Be honest this time. You're a pretty all right guy.
Yeah.
Is it my turn?
Dance session. Watch the YouTube.
Okay. Ooh, this is a good one. Share with me an embarrassing moment in your life that I wasn't there for.
Oh, that's not fair. Does it say that?
No, I just said that at the end.
Oh, well, theoretically you weren't quote unquote there for this,
Okay.
but as you know, I was a bed pisser in college.
I wasn't there for that. You're right.
I had some problems, and I'll tell you what. The first time it happened, I was like, okay,
Yeah.
one's all right, and then it happened a lot, and I'll tell you what, walk down in the morning, because it was the middle of the night, so I would throw like a different blanket over it and just sleep on the corner. Like I wasn't.
We don't have to do a story. I mean, we don't.
Yeah, I wasn't cleaning anything until the morning.
Yeah.
The walk down, like when you're not 11 and having a wet dream to bring your sheets to the damp, dank basement.
Yeah.
Not awesome.
Yeah. As what's his name? Brennan Lee Mulligan once said, "There is no corner of my life that I would not show the internet for a couple of few fake points on the internet." So
yeah. Are you kidding me? Bed pissing? That's easy. I got
easy stuff.
It's nothing.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, that's you did absolutely answer that question. So
this one might be interesting for you. When did you last cry in front of another person, or by yourself? And by yourself?
And or also, I don't know.
And or also?
I mean, do movies count? Probably not. Right?
Yeah, movies count.
Do movies count? Okay, then definitely. Let's see, what's a movie I cried at? I mean, that's the thing. I'm like, if I get into a movie, I'll cry at anything. Like, damn anything. Yeah. Like,
I feel you.
You know, so I think it would have to have been a movie. And even probably there'll be times when I'll be like, I'll see like a reference to a really sad scene from a movie and I'll get like kind of sad and I'll be like, man, this sucks. I just want to feel like the actual sad. So I'll go watch the scene and then I'll literally just be bawling by myself and be like, oh my God. And then I'll let it go after that, you know, just to get it out. So that's probably the last time.
Weird, man.
Yeah, I know. But I mean, you can't like edge on the crying, you know, you gotta go full.
I edge all the time because I'm a media crier as well, especially like Broadway. I cry at nearly every show.
Sure.
Because there's also like, I think I cry. Speaking of like your greatest moment, like I cry at other people having their greatest moments.
Nice.
So like seeing people on a Broadway stage like living their dream almost makes me emotional.
Nice.
So I'll cry at shit, but like again, my girlfriend, who we're not talking about right now because we're falling in love,
right?
She's like not a crier, and I'm sitting there like this. I do the thing where you like lean back and you just like
you feel the tear ducts just the tear ducts drain. Yeah, they're great. All right, fair enough. Let's see. Tell me something that you like about me already.
Yes,
just this is you know.
This is the same. I wrote so many nice things about you, but I already said a lot of them.
That's true.
You're very handsome.
Thank
I love you so much. But like I said earlier, you do everything and anything for your friends and family, and there is very much a reason why you are like everyone's favorite inside and outside.
All right.
So there's no secret here. There's no secret. It's your warmth and it's your girth.
Thank you. You know, that's another ability I wish I had from that earlier question, the ability to take a compliment. Because when I'm getting a compliment like that, all I want to do is just shoot myself in the face. So I appreciate the nice the nice words, though. Thank you. But I'll pass.
Okay, understood.
Okay, let's see. What, if anything, is too serious to be joked about?
No, that's what you have to answer.
Oh, God. Well, then, go ahead.
32. What, if anything, is too serious to be joked about?
I don't know. I don't know if there's much that is too serious. I don't know. I think, especially the closer you are with people, it's just anything can be joked about. I'm talking about the world's biggest tragedies. What is it? His tragedy times time equals funny or something. Like
equals,
the longer,
equals comedy.
And like, I think I've said it here before, but the comedy is about what you can get away with. Like, we all know that we're not supposed to talk about these things, which is what makes them funny to a certain extent. You know, in the right the right kind of area. You know, you got a lot of these old head comedians like your boy Jerry Seinfeld that are like, you can't make jokes about anyone anymore.
I was looking at it, and there's a bunch of comedians that have like become grifters
Yeah.
too. And comedians will go on other podcasts, and they just go on other podcasts to be like, you can't talk about anything. It's like,
Yeah.
shut the fuck. Like,
It's like,
yes, you can.
Yeah.
You're just not funny.
yeah, it's good when you're funny. If you just talk about things, it's not a joke. You're not doing your job right. But you know,
Right.
I think Bill Burr was one of the ones that was just like, no, you could say these things, you're just not funny about it. It's like
Right.
He was making fun of all those people. So
I won't say it, but listen, again, Louis C.K., he's not a good guy. He's not a good guy, but his early specials were some of the best ever. And like, I'll never forget, I was pretty young when I watched the F word, C word, N word, deer bit.
Yeah, I was too. You could say I think I saw a clip of that. I don't think that holds up at all.
It probably doesn't. But when I was
it's like
younger,
watching the damn puppet guy with Ahmed the dead terrorist.
Oh no.
I mean, I used to think that shit was hilarious, but it's,
well, of course you did.
Okay.
You had the Barack Obama Facebook post.
Yeah, but like it's so messed up. Like that, so they just feed it anyway. That's all right.
33.
Okay, here we go again. If you were to die this evening with no opportunity to communicate with anyone, what would you most regret not having told someone? Why haven't you told them yet?
Wow, regrets, huh?
Yeah.
Maybe not publicly announcing the World War II Axis powers, denouncing.
You're gonna have to give me details on that one.
I disagree with the World War II Axis powers.
Oh,
and I want that known.
You have to put that out there, you think?
I haven't said it.
All right, good on you.
Okay.
You get the points. You're a liberal. Don't worry, you made it.
Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah,
Will be
cool.
remembered as that.
Your house, containing everything you own, catches fire. After saving your loved ones and pets, you have time to safely make a final dash to save any one item. What would it be and why?
Oh, man. Can I do two?
Sure. I don't
Nice.
give a fuck.
One is my piano, which is heavy as shit, but I would still try. That thing.
You've had that forever.
Forever. And it's also pretty expensive. It was when I was in high school, and $2,000 was a lot of money at the time. But it was, but it's, I don't know. I've always had that. That's always like my go-to whenever I need to clear my head. I just roll over and just do a little whatever. And that's been there. I think I've had that for, 15 years now, maybe. So that's probably the oldest thing here. The other thing I was going to bring is I have some family pictures that I don't think I have anywhere else that are in frames in my bedroom. So I'd probably bring those too. So
Bippity boppity on the piano.
Yep, that's me.
right.
Anyway. What's
Two more.
next? Of all the people in your family, whose death would you find most disturbing and why? So, I didn't expect that question. I didn't get that far.
I don't like this.
Wow.
I can't make a joke about this one.
Yeah. Yeah, well, the worst day of your life thing. You can't do that one either.
Can't make a joke about this one. I'll say my mom. She's my hero. She's incredible. I love her so much. So let's move on. It's not funny enough. I love her
Shout
so
out
much.
Tina 3 times at this point.
Shout out Tina. Final question, and then we'll be in love. Share a personal problem and ask your partner's advice on how he or she might handle it. Also, ask your partner to reflect back to you how you seem to be feeling about the problem you have chosen.
Ooh. This is a very strange question.
This is a strange question.
I don't know if I have a personal problem. At least not one I'm going to yell on out on a podcast. But, let's see. I want a dog bad.
Okay.
But I'm very allergic to dogs. And I have been my whole life, but I still have dogs.
You've had dogs your whole life.
So do I just sunk cost assume I'm just going to be terribly allergic and deal with it for the rest of my life? I mean, dogs are pretty great.
Even hypoallergenic, like any hypoallergenic?
I don't know. They say they're not really hypoallergenic, but that's who knows I don't know what I'm talking about, so.
It could help because the hypoallergenic ones that have human hair, that's all you're looking for.
Yeah. I know the one I was looking at, but I want like a big dog.
Get a Yorkie.
No, but I want a big dog. I don't want a mop dog, Like,
whatever.
I would That, and I was looking, like the biggest hypoallergenic are like the Samoyeds. I think that's how you say it.
No way Samoyeds are hypoallergenic. Those fuckers are furry.
Yeah, well, that's what it says. You can Google it.
All right.
Probably go with one of those.
Okay.
But anyway, how do you think I should handle it? That's the question. It's not me, right?
Yeah, I think you should grow up, take some allergy pills, and get a dog.
I already do. Okay,
sounds
good.
Dude, like whatever, dude.
All right, I'll do that. I'll just get 10 golden retrievers. How about that?
That's right. Yeah,
They don't
you've
shed.
already had them
They
in your
don't
literal
shed.
worst phase.
Yeah, that's true. 20 years. I could do another however many. All right.
Wow. Well, I am infatuated.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, Ben, for being matchmaker for us.
That was fun. Those were fun. Mm-hmm. I had a good time. I hope you fell in love, and I hope you answered along as well. Listen, we're cruising right now, so let's do some trivia, and then I think we'll close up right after trivia.
Okay. So my question is, see, I want to let you pick the difficulty on this because I think it's better that way. There are 2 lines of dialogue that are in all 9 movies. Do you think I should ask you what the 2 are or just what 1 is? I'll let you pick.
Oh, Jesus.
All right. Sounds like just 1 then.
Holy. What?
Yeah. There's this, like a sentence that characters say. There are 2 of them in this question that appear or are said in all 9 movies, sometimes even in the side movies, but just for now, all 9 movies.
Oh, Christ.
So you would
I
go
always
with 1.
have so much. Yeah, 1.
Okay, 1. Name 1 of the 2. That
Certainly
is in
1.
every movie.
I always have so much fun during the podcast, and then this fucking segment comes on, and I get miserable.
Come on, you could do it. You just what's something
like my initial thought is just like fetch the droids.
Okay.
Or something like that. Okay, so I don't seem to be close. Okay. Not close. Not close. Uh-oh.
What's your next guess?
Uh-oh. Oh, boy. Well, now I really don't know.
Come on. You're going to feel like an idiot. I'll tell you that much.
In all 9 movies?
Yeah, something that some of the characters might say. You're running out of time here. I'll tell you that much.
Beep boop.
All right, you give up?
Yep.
Well, the one that I thought was going to be too easy is May the Force Be With You, because that's, of course, in every single movie, because that's the most...
Dude, I gotta fucking fix my brain.
I know it's hard in the moment, but I really thought...
It is
like, I was
hard
ready
in
to
the
say, like, okay, he's going to get that one instantly, and then we'll go on to the next one. But,
I'm gonna get fucking shot in the middle of the street by a
Star Wars
Comic-Con
fans.
enjoyer.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Somebody in a stormtrooper costume. It's gonna be all.
I gotta figure it out, man.
The other one, just for your knowledge, is I have a bad feeling about this. That's the other one they say.
Really?
Yep. Mm-hmm. So they say it twice in some movies.
I feel like I've read maybe an article about that.
Maybe.
Once the fall hits, I've said
doing it?
I'll watch the movies.
All right.
I'll watch the movies.
Then I'm gonna have to
watch
up
the
my game. So
No, you fucking won't. I promise you won't. No, you won't.
yeah.
All right. Well, then, how about mine? Who is the all-time MLB hit leader?
MLB hit leader. See, I'm either gonna guess one of those old heads or like what's his name, Babe Ruth. Like that's. I think that's Lou Gehrig, the guy with the disease. I knew who it is on the pitchers on the Phillies. I knew who it is on the Phillies. But that's not the question, so that's not gonna help.
Not the question. The person has colors similar to the Phillies, very similar.
So it's not Lou
They
Gehrig.
also were completely banned from baseball
because it's the guy that took the Met. He was on. Well, couldn't have been on the Yankees. I thought he was, but he couldn't have been if he's colors with the Phillies. Is his last name Rodriguez?
No.
I give up.
When
then.
you said "ruh," I was like, "Whoa!" No, it's Pete Rose.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, shout out my guy. He laid down bet after bet when he was still playing and managing. He was a player manager.
That's why. Yes, I did know
and
that.
He gambled.
Yeah.
He gambled on his own games.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? We are way over time, so we're going to skip You Asked. So, yeah, thank you, Ben, for the suggestion of the 36 questions to fall in love. I fell in love. I hope you fell in love with us. If not, fine.
I fell in love. If you've got any other ideas, anybody who's listening for like a podcast spanning, a segment spanning, thing like that, send them as well. because we'll do it. At this point, we're going shameless, baby. Whatever we got.
Shameless. pod.whoasked@gmail.com with all your ideas. It's hard to come up with themes every week for a podcast. So, yeah, send us stuff. Thank you. I know you didn't ask for us to do this, but we appreciate you listening. And you better have a good goddamn day.
Bye, guys.
See ya.